everyone. I am Spandan I am from class 9B and this is my interview for the holiday homework for English. Here I have with me is my uncle. He is from IT Kharagpur actually and he is now working in the IT sector. He actually lives in Delhi. He visited my home this summer vacation. So I am interviewing him.
Hello everyone. Yeah. Yes, Spandan, how are you? Good, good.
This interview is about demographics.
Okay.
So you will have to rack your brains because this will bring out the files from your hard drive that you stored in high school about SST.
So it has been almost like 25 years since I studied
SST.
SST. Right. So let me give it a try. How much I can make it, but maybe if it's a general knowledge sort of thing, if that is there, then I can obviously answer.
Yes, okay. So ready?
Hopefully, so.
Should we start?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 1.
Yeah.
In your opinion, why is the demography of a country an important aspect of its complete development?
Okay. So if you look at our India as a country, right? So we will give examples for other countries also. But the thing is, like, if you look at India, if you go from north to south or east to west, the complete demography changes. If you look at northern states like Punjab, the way the culture is, the people over there, what they do, they are mostly into agriculture. If you go to south, they are mostly into manufacturing. If you go to west, we have Rajasthan, where mostly dairy products are being produced, the way they eat and everything. So the thing is that we are diversified, and there are a lot of with respect to development. Every every area needs their own development policies, right? So the thing is that demographic is very much important for the development of an area, right?
Yes. Second question. Why is it important for the common population to have adequate knowledge about the demography of our country?
So we are living in Kolkata right now. I came from Delhi. The
Yes.
population over there is totally different, right? Over there, the culture, like in Haryana, you have mostly kind of people involved in your agriculture. In Bengal, we have kind of different fisheries or different kind of cultures, right? We are more into music and everything. So the thing is, like, culturally or demographically, we are different. The population over there is different, right? It's a kind of a dry land over there. We have wetlands over here. So the thing is, both geography and demographics are totally different. Now, every government have their own policies. For example, we are a federal state, right? We have center as a common thing, and then we have different states. 30 states are there, right? So each state is divided based upon the geography and demographics of the country, and this is required because to fulfill the requirements of the development of the local demographics. Right? For example, the policies that have been made in Punjab is totally different as compared to the
It
policies.
will not be suitable for any other
Yeah,
state.
any other state. So the thing is, like, as a common person, whatever is like, I need to understand that.
What is necessary for me, I need to have
Ah,
that. So that
yes.
differs from people from region to region.
Yeah, even the policy, I need
That
to
is
know
what
the
we mean.
policies as well. I need to understand that where I can benefit, where what all I can benefit.
Yes. Right.
Also, if I go to different state, I need to have an understanding how the demography of that
Places.
place is.
So that I can adapt it.
Yeah, so we need to have an understanding.
It is today known across the globe that India is a country that is going to have a large youth population in the next few years. How do you think this is going to affect national development? What will be its effects on India's international relations?
Okay. Over here, I will give you an example of three countries: India, China, and Japan.
Okay.
So, if we look at Japan, it was a youth population a long time back. Now it's an aging population. What this aging population has done is, like, there are homes in Japan where it is unoccupied. There are different industries, factories where they don't have enough manpower to work on the machinery. So currently, what is happening is that they don't have increasing in population, as well as their economy is not developing. They are having currently deflation. Now, if we look at the example of China. Before China applied one-child policy, they had a huge population, right? And they utilized that population very well, and they got to some 30 years later before India.
Yes.
Now, India is having a very huge youth population. That's account for around 30% of our population. That's equivalent to 50 crore population. Right? That is the youth population. And if we can capitalize on this youth population, we can grow as fast as Japan and China.
And if we are competent enough, then we can
Yes.
replace China as the world's factory.
Yes.
That is every Indian's hope. Unlike countries such as Sweden and Norway, the birth rate in India is much higher than the death rate. So the net population growth has been positive for several years. But just like every coin has two sides, such growth also bears its own sets of consequences.
Okay.
Could you elaborate on this?
So the thing is like if you have data about India's TFR is nothing but total fertility rate.
Total fertility, okay.
Yeah. So the thing is that TFR of India has come down to 1.97 or 98 sort of thing.
Okay.
It's below 2, and if you maintain TFR of 2, that means population will be stable. If it's above population of 2, then the population is growing. Below 2, then population is decreasing.
Okay.
Now India's TFR has become below 2, so the thing is that India's population is decreasing.
Okay.
Now, as you mentioned that every coin has two sides, right? Yes. The thing is like, although we have a huge population and we can utilize the youth population for the development and every sort of thing.
Yes.
The thing is that there is a negative side of that also.
Okay.
For example, the crunch that we will be having with respect to the high population we are having, like for example, Bangalore. Right? So that is the
The
main
stress on the usage of
stress on the resources, natural resources, that will be coming into effect. The thing is that there won't be proper infrastructure to support the huge population.
Yes. So that is the main thing.
Yeah, mostly we kind of.
Means in some cases the population needs to be good. Some cases the population needs to be controlled.
Yeah.
Not finished.
No.
Controlled.
Control. Like the thing is that TFR has come down. The thing is like we maintain the same TFR 1.9. It won't decrease that drastically as compared to Japan or China, where the one-child policy has been implemented. It will be slowly decreasing, and we can adapt to those
Yes.
changes.
How do you think population density of a region affects its development?
I will give you an example of Nadia and this North 24 Pargana district. Right. So now we are staying in North 24 Pargana. This is a densely populated area, whereas Nadia is not that much densely populated. And if you look at the development, the thing is that government policies will be towards the density of the area. Also, if you look at the representation of as well, smaller. The thing is that if you look at Lok Sabha election also, UP has around 80 seats. Why it is there? Because of the population. So the thing is that the densely populated area is like the representation is on the basis of per thousand per lakh people also. Now, if a dense populated area is there, the development will be higher because the thing is that you are doing that, you are investing money. Like the development cost per individual per capita will be higher will be higher on the rural area as compared to the densely populated area. So the thing is like you want to spend more money where your development cost per capita is lower, and the thing is that more people can utilize the.
So you mean to say that investment in the urban sector is most of the times beneficial than investing in the rural areas, because the people in the urban areas are much more likely to use the developments rather than the people in the rural areas,
Yes.
who are mostly content with the resources they currently have.
Yes.
Feeling fun.
Yes.
Although the GDP of the country is increasing at a steady rate, yet the same cannot be said about the average individual income of the common population. Could you suggest some ways in which the government can bring up changes to this? What can the common man to do to increase individual income?
Okay, so GDP is not only related to the population, right? So the thing is like GDP is your national gross domestic product, right? The thing is like it comes from different sectors. The population of India has been growing. Our GDP has been growing, right? So if you put GDP in the numerator and population in the denominator, the thing is that the ratio remains same. The GDP is growing, but the thing is like your population is also growing. The second factor is like most of this GDP growth is coming from your manufacturing or different sectors where India is an agricultural economy, and almost like 70 to 80% of our population is into agriculture.
Yes.
But the thing is that agriculture does not contribute that much to the GDP. It's mostly your IT services and what do you say, manufacturing. We don't have that much skilled workers that are involved into your these industries like manufacturing and IT. How a common person can improve their per capita or maybe how they can improve, right, is by getting themselves skilled.
Ah.
So the thing is like they
Obtaining
can
education is the key.
they can do vocational training, they can learn about new stuff. So for example, one person working as a mason
Yes.
can develop a skill for lathe operation and can go into manufacturing. That way the per capita of that person will increase.
Yes.
So there are a lot of
And also there are many workshops popping up everywhere today.
yes.
So one can join
India is a growing economy. We can see a boost in over there as well. So the thing is
startups,
like
workshops.
per capita will also grow, and since we are currently decreasing population trend, so the thing is that per capita will also grow.
We hope it stabilizes.
Yes.
We know that India is famous for its wide diversity in ethnicity. How is this advantageous for national development and our geopolitical stance?
Uh, so basically, if you look at India's population, like if you go, as I mentioned in the first question, itself,
Many cultural diversity.
yeah, there are cultural diversities. The thing is like with cultural diversity, you can promote tourism. You can see that skills are there. So, for example, in mining areas, you have people related to mining. If you go to South, you most of the people are into manufacturing. Bangalore, there is IT people, right? The thing is like
In Gujarat, there is business
business,
startups,
textiles.
textiles.
Textiles and everything. The thing is that different areas have different populations. The thing is like you can utilize this population.
Different skills
Yeah,
that come
so
from
the thing is
different
like
cultures.
with this different population set, you have different opportunities. Also, the thing is that India has a huge human capital. It can
Yes.
utilize that human capital on an international
And
scale.
that is a very diverse human capital because
Yes.
from different cultures there are different sets of skills
Yes.
that comes into play.
Yeah. So what India can say that okay, the international stage, India can say that okay, I have such a huge population, they are into such a diverse thing. You give me any task and we will be able to do it. And the thing is that way they can promote their all the industries.
Yes,
right?
yes. For example, the Bengalis are, I think, are good at art and culture sectors.
Yes.
So they can consider that Gujaratis are good in business. So the government can focus on Gujaratis for business pop-ups. And then we have the South Indians
Yes.
who are much knowledgeable. They're in the manufacturing sector. And South Indians are also in the IT sector.
Yes.
And
So the thing is like different culture. So the thing is like you can
different
promote it.
cultures come with different sets, and with that comes great responsibility.
Yeah. So you have Bollywood, Tollywood, so many different things are there. You can promote culturally those things as well. Right?
Yes.
That's a soft power sort of thing. Soft power is something.
Yes, and international scale, we can also say that the arguments that sometimes pop up in the meetings or the what, we can have a good stance in that because we have a great understanding of how to handle diversities in cultures.
Yes.
Yes. Although urban women now constitute a large part of the country's present workforce, yet in many rural areas and backward regions, women are prohibited from working outside the house. How can modern awareness be carefully spread among people belonging to such regions, keeping in mind that they are still pretty sensitive about their backward opinions?
Okay. I would like to contradict on this question. The thing is like in urban areas also not like if you are
Yes.
women participation like
Still
very,
is
very low. Like most of the women are mostly working as a housewife. So the thing is like even in urban areas also not everyone is like the representation is very low. Not every woman is working. Like in IT sector maybe the percentage is higher. But the thing like you look at manufacturing, hardly 2 or 3% of the population. Coming to rural areas, there agriculture is a prominent thing. Right?
Prominent.
Yeah, even they are working in the field, they don't get paid, right? Because they're working in their own field.
Yes, yes.
The thing is like how we can
They are so poor they have to take loans.
yes. So the thing is like how they can promote is like obviously education.
Yes.
So now there are two kind of education: educating the woman and educating the family.
Yes.
Now, if you can educate the woman, obviously it's going to create the opportunity for that woman to apply to certain fields, right?
Educating the family.
Education is the most important factor where so that the family can support her.
Yes.
Right? In urban areas, if you look at the women which are working, obviously they got both these things.
Yes.
Good
In
family
the rural
support.
areas, if the woman goes out to work, who will means handle the household? For
Yeah.
that, she needs the family support, the family cooperation, so that when she goes outside for the development of her own family, because she is going to income for her family.
Yes.
Women are basically mothers and they are very selfless. So the other family members need to play her role in her absence.
Yes.
So that is the family
That is the
support
most important
we talk
part.
about. Yes. Keeping aside the aspect of development, keeping aside,
Mm.
how do you think proper study and research of the various demographical aspects of our country helps to improve the standard of citizens' lives?
Okay, I will give one example. Two examples most of it. For example, I gave an example that article to mostly mining state.
Okay.
Now in Dhanbad we used to have ISM in Dhanbad, now it has been converted to ISM.
Okay.
Now ISM is nothing but Indian School of Mining. Okay. Now mining institute is required over there because it's a mining zone.
Cool.
Coal area, coal mining area.
Yes.
Another aspect will be like with respect to one cancer institute that might be present in that area.
Has
Now,
to.
has to be present in that area because
The workers,
yeah, mostly they suffer from lung cancer, right?
the breathing goes.
So the thing is like coal dust particles go inside and that's all.
That's
Now-
basically tar that comes from cigarettes.
Yes. So the thing is like these kind of things has to be researched, well researched. That okay, where should I put up my infrastructure?
Yes.
Similarly, if you look at this Bandra World ceiling, that has been developed.
Yes.
No, it was not. It costed around 2,000 to 3,000 crore. I don't recall the exact number. But the thing is, like, you could have spent that money in somewhere like another district, and the whole Nadia district could have developed, right?
Yes.
But the thing is, based upon the population density and demographics, and since we develop that Bandra World ceiling, it is going to boost our economy further.
Yes.
And that's why the demographic study and research is very much
There are
important.
many industries in that particular region.
If it reduces
There
the
are
journey
oil
time
rigs.
from 1.5 hours to 20 minutes,
Yes.
it is going to save a lot of money and developing the economy.
1.5 hours
To 20 minutes.
20 minutes. That's a lot.
Yeah, so that's how this different studies are important.
Yes, yes. So according to the regions needs, development is needed so that appropriately the standard of the citizens is uplifted.
Yes.
Okay. So the last question is a bit philosophical. So please turn yourself into Aristotle.
Let me try. I'm an IT engineer, so let's see if I can do it.
Okay. If you had to give teenagers of this generation, I feel like that, but okay, one advice that you think is most valuable,
Okay.
so that they can really emerge as the youth force of our country in the next few years, what would it be? My fellow audience will relate to this.
Seriously. So, see, reading books is important, right? So, reading books, you get a lot of knowledge. One thing is like, if you just try to make out 1 month, take 1 month leave from everything,
Okay.
and just explore the country. Like, if you go to South, you will see that, like, I'll give you an example from South because I stayed over there for a couple of years. Right? If you go by trip and pass Visakhapatnam, Vijayawada, and every those area. Now,
Okay.
in Bengal, what we have over here is like those staircases are from inside.
Those staircases run inside.
Inside. But in those areas, you see that every house has a staircase from outside. That's a
Really?
cultural thing. Yes.
Okay.
The second thing is like every morning they will do rangoli in front of their house.
Every day.
Yes, and they will put up some what to say nimbu or something over there.
Okay.
This is you will not be able to read in books.
And not see our culture.
Yeah, not seen in our culture. If you go to, I went to Lansdowne over there, and we had Karwali food over there.
Where
So,
is Lansdowne?
Lansdowne is in Uttarakhand.
Okay.
So, and we had Karwali food over there. We made with local people over there. The thing is like it enriches you with respect to the knowledge that we are having. It gives you perspective what people are thinking about you and what you can understand from them. We have so many areas. I gave you two examples. Now, if you go to Northeast, if you go to Jammu, if you go to Gujarat, Rajasthan, everywhere. So everywhere people have different culture, different aspects, right? You can learn those things. So just don't limit yourself to bookish knowledge. Just explore.
So you mean to say not to just intake the pan academic knowledge, but also the pan Indian knowledge.
Pan-Indian knowledge, even if you
The
want to explore the world also.
outside the book.
Outside the book. The thing is like, no, I'm not limiting it to India. The thing is that demographics is like across the world also.
Across the world.
Europe is different from Russia, Russia is different from India, India is different from China.
Yes.
The thing is like, if you go to China, you will learn different things.
Yes.
How they manufacture, how speed,
Country to country, the culture
culture,
differs, so does
and in
the
our country
soul.
is so diverse.
Okay. That was a very enlightening conversation. Thank you for the interview. I hope our audience likes it.
Hope they like it.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.